Hello, my name is Dr. Shumbles, and today I am stealing an idea. I'm not afraid to admit this. This idea is from KrisbieTCG. He's my favorite One Piece TCG content creator, and he came up with this idea of making a tier list of the deck he was playing at the time he made of Red Green Law, and he talked about the matchups in his perspective. And I looked at his video and I was like, dude, this is perfect. I'm just gonna use this to talk about the matchups in general. So I don't know how long this video will be. Hopefully it's a quick one. But yeah, the link to his video will be in the description. Now, I will say some of these matchups are kinda in between, but I'll talk about that in a bit. And another thing is, this is my perspective from my playstyle, from my deck list. So I already know by the comments that some things here will not be agreed upon. But yeah, so advantage is it's the deck or the leader. I believe we counter the neutral. It's pretty neutral. I mean the word says it all. And hard match is the ones I believe counter us. The don't know is the ones that I don't have that many matchups, so I just not gonna put them on any of these three. So let's get right into it. Advantage. So we have Belovetti. I believe you don't struggle. All of these ones, well, maybe just Kith. Belovetti is the easiest matchup. I mean, if you find the proper moment to start starving her, I mean, you just with the red purple law, you just. Oh, sorry for if you hear the train. You just build so much pressure, so much advantage, and then you just need to control your attacks and keep her hand size in check, and like you should be fine. I just don't lose to Belovetti's. I think I only lost like 2 matches, and one of them it's in video, it's recorded, and it was just to show you guys when I took the starving a little bit too far. So yeah. The next one is Purple Luffy. This one can go to neutral a little bit, but because I'm starting to win against him more and more, I'm just decided to put him in the advantage tier. This is because, I mean, if you don't have Gordon in the starting hand, it'll be a bit harder, but it's still so manageable. Pretty much with Belovetti, you build board and you starve her. With Luffy, with Purple Luffy, you kind of alternate between the two. You try to starve them, and sometimes you just make a lot of 5k swings. You just go wide, and this will make so much pressure to them, because they either take lives and don't manage to use their leader effect, or they take cards in hand, which means they cannot play as much board as they would want to. So yeah, that's kind of the sum up of the strategy, and because I've not been losing to him so much, I just at time decided to put him over here. But yeah, this could go to neutral a little bit. It is a bit harder when you don't have Gordon, and when you go first, you kind of want. I like going second against him to have that extra dawn to make sometimes a 6k swing if I want to. Other than that, I don't find the matchup too difficult. This is Kid. I'm starting to see this guy more and more. But I just don't understand what's the strengths of this deck are, if I'm being completely honest. I just don't lose to this deck. I play completely aggressive. I just go monkey mode and I still win. So again, I don't understand this deck's strengths, and because I'm seeing a good amount, I'm not gonna put him on the don't know, and I decided to put him here because yeah, I just don't lose. Blue Purple Kaido is another matchup I believe we win. I see him a good amount in the sim, and you know, they're very, again, like Purple Luffy, there are very few times where I lose against him. If I play normally and don't distract myself too much, because sometimes I just zone out, but if I concentrate enough and play normally, this guy is not a problem at all. So yeah, I don't even remember losing to him while I was playing Red Purple Law, except for the video that you guys saw yesterday, which was me trying a new strategy on Red Purple Law that I didn't like. Other than that, yeah, not too hard. Next up is the Pure Purple Kaido. I believe this deck is... Oh, I forgot to put one. Oh. Well, I'll add it up at the end of the video. The Pure Purple Kaido, I believe this deck is viable thanks to the buff that Purple Color got. But he has a high skill ceiling, just like Red Purple Law. But I believe he's much harder to play than Red Purple Law, because Red Purple Law has the the red variant color that helps him a lot, and Kaido does not have it. So yeah, but I don't struggle with Kaido. I do lose a little bit more than to blue purple Kaido, if I'm being completely honest. Some of that is because I don't understand this matchup as much as I understand this one, because I just don't see him as much. But I do see him, but like, again, I lost maybe once or twice. The rest, if I play normally and I concentrate, I do win. Crocodile, I'm actually seeing more of him. Still not as much as some of the decks in here. But yeah, every time I play against him, it's the same thing as Kid. I just play normally. Sometimes I even go full monkey mode and I still win. So yeah, not a hard matchup at all. Now, Katakuri. These neutral are very subjective to go to hard match. I just decided to put him on... Sorry for the motorcycle. I just decided to put him on neutral because it's very 50-50 actually. But yeah, Katakuri... Actually, I'm gonna do... wait, we'll get there. I don't know, Katakuri I'm not seeing as much as NL, and when I play Katakuri, if I accelerate the game like I do for NL, it works better against him than against NL. So it goes a lot better. Again, you do want to go second against him because he has the uneven swing plays, and then he just attaches the extra down to make a 7k swing. So you do want to watch out for that. That's the only thing I believe he has against you, because when you do accelerate the game and play aggressive, like I like to do it, so yeah, for me it's much better that way. You don't struggle with him as much, but I'll make a change actually a little bit in a second. Red Purple Luffy. Now, I used to think this guy was over here, and you can make the argument that he is over here. But because I'm seeing him so much, it's probably the deck I see the most. I'm not been losing to him in a very long time. The only way I lose to this guy is if I go, again, complete monkey mode. But again, if I go white like I do for Purple Luffy, with 6k swings all around, this deck does struggle with that, and he only has 3 lives. So yeah, if you can keep his hand in check with that, with going wide, you should be fine. But he's still a 6k leader, and you can... They're annoying, so you could argue to put him over here. I just don't do it. Zoro, this is a very 50-50 match. It depends much on their hand, because sometimes they have so many low-cost characters, you know, and they just spam them. And if they do... and you don't have like a good amount of dawn regen, you can struggle. But I still have a winning percentage bigger than the loss percentage. So yeah, again, if I concentrate, I do win against him a good amount, a lot actually. But again, these 3 are very 50-50 most of the matches. So I cannot put him over here, but I'm not going to put him over here because what I'm going to say now. Which is, the first one is the red white river. Now this card is, I do struggle against this deck a lot, because his ability to take his life and build hand advantage makes the way I go about Red Purple Luffy not viable. So I cannot go white with 6k swings, because he will have enough cards to take away the board and still go for life because of his 6k swing with leader. So yeah, I struggle a lot with his hand advantage, and the only way I found till now is if I get blocker law. If I get the blocker law, this matchup becomes very easy. Very easy, no, becomes much easier. If you guys saw my video on the 6k leaders, you do know I always almost won against him, but my mindset was not there. But if I do concentrate, it's a very hard matchup, but a possible one. But if I have the blocker law, it becomes easier, so yeah. But he counters me because of that hand advantage. Blue-black Sakazuki. It's I am struggling to put him here and put Katakuri here, because I do win more against Sakazuki than Katakuri. The reason why I did this was because I don't have as many matches with Katakuri than I have with Sakazuki, but maybe I'll trade here. Here's the thing, if Sakazuki gets the perfect hand, you lose. He has a lot of consistency, so this may come up more often than you would think, right? But the reason is I found a little strategy of not building as much board and just kind of swing either big numbers or lower numbers and then either take livestock cards in hand. And what I most of the time do is I play just Rush Zoros and attack with Leader and Rush Zoros, and that builds up a lot of pressure to them. And when I start building board, they already don't have that many cards in hand, so once they take away my board, which they can do easily, they have to use 2 cards to sometimes 3 cards, and that depletes their hand so much, and then I go back to just swinging with Leader and not building as much board. So yeah, I kind of play like that, just circle around, just swing it with Leaders, swing with Leader, don't build board, then build board, make him use cards to get rid of my board, and then just swing with Leader again, kind of baiting him to use cards in hand. But yeah, you do struggle with him a bit because of his consistency with his Leader ability and with his much draws and removals. But yeah, I will trade because I don't have as much data on Katakuri, and I do lose more to Katakuri than to Sakazuki. Again, this is my opinion. All of this is my opinion. And the last one is definitely the hardest one. I hate this guy so much. He's your biggest counter. Man, I don't know, man. There's a new, you guys already saw the video of him just taking early lives as much as he wants and then still comes back. I'm up until this video, I am still trying to figure out the strategy. I still didn't found out the strategy. But on the time of this recording, I believe the video of my NL still didn't come up. Maybe you guys have already commented some ideas to me. If you did, thank you so much. But by this time, I still haven't watched them. The video, I believe, is going out tomorrow. Yeah, going out tomorrow. So yeah, this guy is the biggest count. Like, I don't know, man. I lose 80%. Yeah, 75-80% of my games against this guy. You need a very specific hand, a very good hand to deal with him. So yeah, biggest counter. And let's go to the I don't know matchups. I don't see Corazon. I saw him twice. I won, but I don't understand his strategy. I did see him much less than Kid and Crocodile, and these two as well. Yeah, I just got 2 games on this. I have at least like what, 10, 11 maybe. This one I have a lot. This one I have maybe 20. By the way, 20 on my head that I remember, you know. There are some games that end in a weird way and I just take it out of my memory and I just don't remember. This is to all leaders. So I have many games on my belt, but the ones I remember that are good matches, yeah, with Corazon I only have 2 and there are 2 wins, so yeah, I'm not going to talk about him. Green, purple, Don Flamingo. I did see him at the beginning of the OP05 in the East. And on the East I played against, I remember 4 games, actually maybe 5 now that I think of, but still, I did win all of them, but I don't know, the strategy on the East was very weird, and I did not understand it, so I'm just not going to put him anywhere. Queen, I did see some Queen, is on the same place as Corazon. I do remember like 3 matches where I did win. I don't remember losing. For example, I do remember losing against Saka. Yeah, I don't remember losing to him, but I don't have much experience, so I don't know what's his strategy against my law, and I don't know what strategies I'll use with my law against Queen. On those 3 wins, I played normally, and I did win, but yeah, just not gonna put him anywhere. And last is Rebecca. Now, I just can't put her anywhere. I haven't played. No, actually, I remember one game I did win. It was on the start of the OP05 on the East, and I played on the sim on the Eastern server, and I played Red Purple Law, and I'm not gonna lie, I stomped the Rebecca. So I don't know, but that's the only game. That's the only time I saw her that I can remember. So yeah, not gonna put her anywhere because I just don't know. So there you go, that was the video. Very simple video, just going over the matchups. This is what I believe, this is my opinion. I do know there are comments that say, for example, that Sakazuki is over here and Beloetti is actually over here. I have one comment about that, but yeah, I just gonna put like this because this is my overall experience. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you like law, and if you like this content, like the video, and again, Crispy's video on this matchups kind of tier list will be in the description as well. Thank you, bye bye.